What's going on, guys? TmarTn here, and today I'm super excited to bring you guys my long-awaited updated setup videos. So, as you guys know, about 6 months ago, I moved out of my mom's house for the very first time, and I moved in with a couple other gaming YouTubers and kind of created like a gaming house. As you're seeing on screen right here, this is our living room / LAN setup area that's still a work in progress, but yeah, this is what we got going on. So, I wanted to give you guys an updated setup video of my new room and everything like that because you guys really enjoyed the first one, and you have been begging me for the second one, so I am happy to oblige. So, one quick little pointer here is that everything that you see in my room in this video, almost all of it is off of Amazon or from IKEA. So, anything that I can link you guys is going to be down in the description, like my monitors, my TV, things like that, because in the last setup video, everybody was always asking me, where'd you get this? Where'd you get that? Where'd you get that easy button, etc., etc. So, if you see anything that you like, then I'll link it down in the description just to make it easy for you guys, and we won't have a lot of repeating comments. So, anyway, here's my room. Alright guys, so here we go. This is my room. I'll give you guys a couple of panoramic shots and then we'll go through it piece by piece and I'll show you guys all the minor details that you guys want to know about. So everything in this room was bought or Amazoned, as I said before. I came in, I had a blank room and I put a bunch of IKEA furniture together and then filled it all out with electronics, and it was all brand new. So this thing is just kind of like the ultimate gaming room for a hardcore gamer and YouTuber like myself, and I'm pretty proud of it. So anyway, starting off here on the back of my door, as you can see, I've got an Entourage poster, by far the best TV show I've ever watched. It's definitely one of my favorites. Breaking Bad is up there, yeah. There's a couple others like Prison Break and stuff like that I really love as well, but Entourage is by far my favorite. I've watched it through like 4 or 5 times now, so I definitely recommend it if you guys haven't seen it. On my door handle here, I've got all my different keychains and lanyards and kind of ID badges and stuff from all these different events like PAX or E3 or, all of that kind of stuff. I like to save those things to look back and have some memories. Now, down on the floor down here, we have my camera equipment. This is what I use to record stuff outside of gameplay. So if I'm doing vlogs or anything like that, I recently got the Lumix LX7, as you can see on the left there. It's a really high quality kind of point and shoot camera that's going to be good for taking vlogs that I will be using very soon. I've also got a Sony Blocky Duo, a couple of GoPros, and a Flip Ultra HD. Now they're all on top of the Black Ops 2 care package, so this thing is pretty freaking cool. It came with like an RC drone and stuff that actually flies around. It's a lot of fun to use. If you guys don't have one, you should definitely look into it. Now, the next thing on the ground right here is my Assassin's Creed 3 flag. So if you guys don't know, Assassin's Creed is actually one of my favorite game series. I really enjoy it. And I've done Let's Plays of all the games on my second channel, so check that out if you want, youtube.com/TmarTn2. But anyway, I was in a live stream tournament with a bunch of other YouTubers like Syndicate, XJaws, K-Pop, White Boy, Dan's News, Sly Foxhound, a bunch of other guys, and it was at Machinima, and I actually won. So that's where I won this flag. It's directly from Ubisoft. There weren't very many of them made. And me being a huge fan of the series, I mean, it's a pretty cool collector's item for me to have. So I really like it. I gotta hang it up. But anyway, moving on. The next thing I want to show you guys is what I think is my biggest gaming accomplishment with this whole YouTube thing. So this is the official Black Ops 2 strategy guide, and I was a co-author on it. Yes, that's right. My name is down on the bottom right on the cover, which is one of the coolest things I've ever had happen to me. So a couple of months before the game came out, I went over to Activision every day for a couple of weeks, and I worked on the multiplayer section of this guide with a few other guys, some guys from Brady Games, and then also Mr. Ernest Lee and an Optic Nade Shot. So I'm going to be doing a full-length commentary on this, talking about my experience and stuff, because it was a really cool experience. But I just want to say, thank you guys for giving me the opportunity, because if it wasn't for you guys, then I wouldn't be able to do something like that. So it's just, it's pretty freaking cool to have your name on an official piece of Call of Duty merchandise. But, anyway, moving on, the next stuff I've got on the ground here is just my MacBook Pro, which I use when I'm traveling to upload videos and stuff for you guys, and then also my suitcase and astrobag and other stuff. Now, if we go above these things, this is where it gets pretty interesting. I've got some studio foam. Yes, that's right. So I originally bought this stuff thinking I would be able to soundproof my room, but quickly found out that the number of these things that you have to buy in order to soundproof something is absolutely insane. It'd be super expensive. So I didn't get to soundproof my room, but it did cut down on an echo. As you can see, this would have been a big bare wall without these things on it, and sound was bouncing off of that and giving me an echo. But when I put them up, it solved the problem. So if you guys have any echoes in your room, this stuff actually works pretty well. but don't expect to soundproof your room at all, because you would just need to buy way too much of it. Now, moving on down here, this is my TV. I've never really had a super nice TV in my room before, so I kind of splurged on this one. It's a 40-inch Samsung. I'm not exactly sure which model. Again, it'll be down in the description, but it's really cool because it's one of those internet TVs. So it connects to my Wi-Fi, and I can download a bunch of apps on it. Like I've got like Netflix and Hulu and YouTube and all that stuff, and there's even like working out apps and stuff I would never use. But bottom line, it's pretty cool, and I really enjoy it. Now, back behind the TV, I don't think I've ever mentioned to you guys, I actually wear contacts, so that's my contact solution right there if you wanted to see it. And then also behind that is the coolest part of my setup. I've got Verizon Fios. Yes, this is every YouTube gamer's wet dream. 35 by 35 internet. You can upload videos so fast. You can download prawn so fast. You can play video games and live stream so easily. It's really, really nice. So if you guys don't have Verizon Fios, you definitely are missing out. But anyway, moving on. If we switch over to the other side of the room, we're going to skip over my main gaming setup. We'll save the best for last. As you can see, my bed here, this thing is also one of the coolest parts of my setup because I went super ham bone on this bed. I've got a 10-inch memory foam mattress on top of a big comfy box screen mattress. So this thing is just insanely comfortable. I've got 1,000 thread count Egyptian cotton, which is just like laying your head on a cloud. And then also I've got this orange and blue tie blanket for my girlfriend. No, it's not Bears colors. It's Illini colors, Illinois. That's where I'm from, Champaign, Illinois. But anyway, yeah, so that's my bed. I love it. Oh, I've also got the subscribe pillow, which was made by my mom, which is pretty cool as well. Now, over on the side of my bed, I've got something that I could never live without, and that's my fan. I always have to sleep with a fan on. I'm just one of those people. And this one's actually really, really, really good. I've never had a fan this good. It was kind of expensive, but the thing just pumps air like no other. And when we're in this house in LA without an AC unit, it's kind of a necessity. So the thing's just, it's a beast. Now, moving on over on the other side of my bed, if you look under it, I've got a bunch of guns. That's right, FPS TmarTn, baby. No, I'm kidding. These are just Airsoft guns, but they're prop guns to use for videos and stuff. Like you saw in my zombies video, we got a shotgun, an M4, a couple of pistols, some cool like hand glove things and stuff. I just want to show you guys that. Now, let's get over to my gaming setup, right? This is what all of you guys want to see. So the first thing you guys are going to notice are all of my Call of Duty posters. I've got almost like a shrine going on here. I've got posters from all the recent games, and my favorite one is not hung up yet. It's down on the floor right here, framed, and as you can see, it's a Black Ops 2's poster, but it's signed by a lot of the dev team from Treyarch. So I was invited to an event over at Treyarch just before the launch of the game, and myself and a bunch of other YouTubers like Hutch and Cnanners and some bloggers like Charlie Intel and stuff all went over to Treyarch. We played the game early, and they gave us these posters, which is really, really special to me. I appreciate it, guys. If anybody from Treyarch is watching this video, thank you so much. I'm definitely going to hold on to that for a long time, probably the rest of my life. But anyway, moving on, if we get into the actual setup that you guys are all here to see. Now, on my desk behind everything are all my consoles. So I've got a PS3, the old fat one. It hasn't burnt out on me yet. I don't think it ever will. That thing's a tank. But anyway, yeah, so I've got the PS3. I've also got one of the new Xbox Slims. I've got one of the old white Xboxes. And then finally, I recently bought a Wii U, which I really haven't even used and hooked up yet. So I definitely have to do that soon. I'm going to be doing some Let's Plays. But yeah, so I've got pretty much all the consoles across all the families. So, that's that. Now, in front of the consoles are my monitors. And as you can see, I've got 3 monitors, which is very useful. 2 of them are hooked up to my computer, so I can have dual monitors on my computer. And the third one is for gaming. So these monitors are, I think they're Asus. I don't remember the model number. Again, it'll be down in the description. But these things are absolutely amazing. They're so useful, guys. They're actually pretty cheap in terms of monitors. And they got built-in speakers. They have all the ports you need. They look good. They have a super fast response time, so you aren't going to have like ghosting and lag and all that kind of stuff that you normally have on like 5-millisecond monitors. And overall, they're really, really good ones. So if you guys want to check them out, you can. And one of the coolest features about it, this is such a little thing, but it's actually really, really useful. If you look here, when I open up my Xbox tray, it fits perfectly underneath it when they're both flat. So I don't have to move my monitor on my Xbox to open up the tray. It'll just slide right underneath it. That is so, so, so useful. You guys don't even understand. But anyway, yeah, so these monitors are pretty good. I've also got a pretty nice sound setup in here, a couple of computer speakers up top, a nice little subwoofer down on the floor. It packs some punch for those of you that like music. I've also got up here in terms of sound, I've got my A40s, which as you guys know, I'm a huge Astro fanboy. I am sponsored by them, but I would be using their stuff whether or not I was sponsored by them. So a huge Astro fanboy. A40s are very good, so are the A50s. I use those sometimes. Now also in terms of sound or in terms of audio, I use my microphone here to record commentaries. It's an Audio-Technica AT2020, and then also it's got like the stand and everything like that. So this microphone's very, very good. It's very cheap. It's kind of like the price of a Blue Snowball. I like it a little bit better, but it's just kind of like one of those entry commentary microphones that you don't really need to upgrade, because it's got such good sound quality. Now, moving on underneath this thing, we've got the games I'm currently playing. I'm playing some Black Ops 2, some Assassin's Creed 3. I actually just finished that game. Some Far Cry 3, and some Need for Speed Most Wanted. Those are the games that I'm playing the most right now. Down under my bed are all the rest of my games, as you guys can see. I've got kind of a big collection growing here. It's not the greatest. Back when I was a really big eBayer, I would always sell all my games after I was done playing them. So that's why I don't have like this huge gaming collection that I've garnered over like the past 5 or 6 years, because most of them I sold. But anyway, yeah, so that's that. If we move up to my desk here, all the stuff that I use on a daily basis, I got some notepads to write down video ideas and just keep myself organized. I've also got Cholula hot sauce, which I know is kind of a weird thing to put in a setup video, but it's actually there on my desk in real life. You know, I didn't place it there. I put hot sauce on pretty much all the foods I eat, so I figured I would show you guys it because it is a part of my setup, because I use it all the time. But yeah, I've got some hot sauce. I've got some peanut butter, which I literally just eat by the spoonful. Don't even put it on bread or anything. I just love peanut butter. I've got a framed picture of my girlfriend and I. Aw, I know. I'm going to be doing a video with her soon, a dual commentary series, and I think you guys will like her. And then also, I've got an easy button, which you guys have seen before. I love this thing. I get a lot of use out of it on Xbox Live. It always cracks people up. And you guys saw that in my last setup video. Now, this thing right here is one of the other coolest parts of my setup. This is my record button for my capture card. So it's a physical button. So when I open the program on my computer, I can just have this thing like sitting out in front of my keyboard. And when I want to start recording, you click the button. When I want to stop, you click the button. So that way you don't have to keep the program to the front of your screen. You can be doing other stuff. You can be on YouTube and stuff like that. And whenever you want to record really, really quickly, just hit that button and hit it again to stop it. It's really useful. I think it's called an AverMedia Live Gamer HD. It's a computer capture card. I forget what it's called. I don't even know. But the thing's a beast. So if you guys don't have one, you might want to check it out. They're not too bad. They're like the price of a PVR, but they work a lot better. And I recently upgraded from the PVR with this one. As you guys saw in my last setup video, I was using the PVR. Now I'm with the new times and technology. Now, moving down to my computer, since we were just talking about capture cards and computers, this is my new custom-built PC. This is the thing that I was waiting to do this setup video for so long, because it was getting built and I had to RMA some parts and stuff, but this thing is absolutely amazing. I'm not exactly sure what the exact specs are for it. I didn't build it myself. I had John build it for me, or S&Ds. But anyway, I think it's like a 3.5 gigahertz i7 processor. I've got a GTX 690 in it, which was like half the price of the computer. Those things are so expensive, but at least I can do some good gaming on it now. I've got 2 Western Digital Black 1TB hard drives, 16 gigs of G.Skill Ripjaws RAM. I don't know. I'm not really good with this computer stuff. I'll try to find all my specs and put them down in the description. But bottom line is, I spent a decent amount of money on this PC. I'm really happy about it. I recently got it, so I'm super excited to truly break it in with some PC gaming, but I finally got a good PC, and you guys might see some PC gaming on my channel. Now, in terms of the peripherals for this PC, my keyboard is a Razer keyboard. I think they call it the Black Widow. It's a mechanical one. I recently got it, and the thing is just a beast. Everybody always talks about how cool mechanical keyboards are, and you really don't know how good they are until you try them. So I finally decided to try it. I'm never going to go back. I've also got a Razer Deathadder mouse, because it's just a cheap, good gaming mouse, and the Razer Goliathus mouse pad. I think it's Goliathus. I don't know. They have a bunch of weird names on their products, but if you can see this thing, it's a mouse pad that your keyboard goes on. That's how freaking big it is. It's so useful because your mouse never runs off the edge. It's just, it goes on forever. So the mouse pad is probably my favorite thing out of all my peripherals, the keyboard, the mouse, and everything. But anyway, yeah, so that is my setup, guys. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know a lot of you were looking forward to it. And if anything changes, I will make sure to bring you guys updates in the future. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, give it a like, give it a favorite, give it whatever, because it took a lot of work to put this together, and I would love to share it with more people. But either way, thank you guys again, and I've got a bunch of great videos coming soon. Check out one of the other 2 videos on screen if you haven't seen them yet, and see you later, guys. Peace.